Hello, Randall M Rueff here. Today is Sunday, January 29th, 2012 AD. It's hard to believe the month of January has gone by so very quickly. It's almost February. In fact, next weekend is Super Bowl weekend, which I'm sure will be a mess. Okay, so here's the story. On January the 26th, which was Thursday, Gerald David Tap, can't call him Tap, Wilson called me, and he says, I'm going to Brown game, would you come with me, you can take some pictures, blah, 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 at the game. So I did. I'll make another video about the whole going to that story, but right now I want to talk about the fact that I went to the game, I took my Digital XT, and I found out why it's not a sports shooter. Let's talk about this. Okay, here's the situation. The gymnasium lights were for a gymnasium, they were really good in Brown County, at the Brown County High School. In fact, the 28 to 300 millimeter lens with the Digital XT, as far as focal length, was excellent. I mean, I was surprised how good it really was. However, the problem is with, I'll show you, I don't know if I can show you here, but is with the actual camera itself. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but I'm going to show it to you. Right here. ISO 1600. That's as high as I can go on this camera. 1600. And I'll be the first to admit I haven't shot with 1600 in a long time, because I normally shoot 100, 200, 400. Usually 100. So I am aware, very greatly aware of how there are a lot of cameras out there, like the 7D or the 60D or the 1DS Mark III, which I wish I could have, or even some Nikon cameras that have an ISO a lot higher and would be able to get some images. Now, I got some images, but let me tell you, now I shot some with flash. I shot some of the band playing with flash, so those turned out pretty good for the most part. But the ones where I'm shooting up above without the flash at 1600, now, while I'm shooting at 1600, I don't know if you can see this, but I've got it on Sports Action. Okay? The Sports Action basically says, give you the fastest shutter speed possible. So if I can go at 125 or 250 or 500 or whatever, it's going to calculate the aperture, the shutter, the ISO, and say, hey, here's the fastest, with the amount of light and those the aperture and all that, it's going to say, it's going to give me the fastest shutter speed possible. Now, having said that, I took over 500 shots, about 500, I think the total was 504 shots, and I probably got rid of over 400 of them. I just deleted them easily. In fact, I ended up with usable shots, it was less than 100. No, let's see, yeah, less than 100. So about 400 of those, because of the only being able to go up to 1600, I had to throw away about 400 shots, which is depressing, to say the least. So, I mean, now granted, this camera wasn't meant to be a sports shooter. This is meant to be a mid-range, either in the studio or just your casual photographer. It does some good work with bright lights. If you're having a good day, it does some good stuff. But obviously, this is not a sports shooter as far as the fact of being in a basketball gym with artificial lights and having fast action. I'm sure if I had this out on a day where there's lots of sunshine, like let's say I was doing a soccer game and I was outside where there was lots of sunlight on a bright day, this would do a lot better. In fact, I could probably shoot at 1 or 200. I may or may not, I may make it to 1,000. I don't know. But my point is, on a bright day, it's a lot different from shooting with this on a bright day than it is shooting in a gymnasium. I was standing up in the top parts and watching. There was a professional photographer. I mean, I'm a professional photographer. You get paid sometimes. But there was like a newspaper photographer, and he had, I'm sure it was I couldn't see for sure, but I think it was a Nikon. I'm sure he had the abilities that far surpassed this 1600 ASA or ISO. So I was like, I wish I had that camera. Actually, I'll tell you what I wish I had. I wish I had the 1DS Mark III or the 1D XS if it ever comes out. The 1DX is supposed to come out in March, but I'm really looking for the 1DXS that comes out after that, which they haven't even announced, but that's what I'm after. So, did it do okay? I'm not too happy with the situation. I'll just put it that way. I mean, it does what it's meant to do, and it doesn't do what it's not meant to do. I mean, it does it, but it doesn't do it very well, is what I'm saying. So I wish I had a camera that could shoot, 6,000 or ASA or 12,000 ASA, or a lot of these cameras now are going up to well, the new 1DX they're announcing goes up has a too high of what is it, 120,000 and 124,000, which is ridiculous. I would never shoot that high, I don't think. You never know, if I had it, but something like this. But I mean, it goes up to like 50,000 or 20. No, it goes up to 20,000 something. I mean, that's wow. That's just something I can't even imagine with this camera. But I saw some of the. Just happened to, by chance, happened to be looking at the sports section, and they had a few small pictures in the newspaper. And then what really got me is the other day I was. After I had put all of the pictures for a Lulu.com upload, I posted that link to Twitter and MySpace, not MySpace, but Facebook. And then I thought, well, I'll send this link with all these pictures in a PDF to that are on Lulu.com to Private Canon. Maybe someone will get a hold of it there, and maybe I'll get some sales or something. Anyway, so I sent it to, went on their website, and I saw some of the pictures that they had. Some of them were real nice, some of them were out of focus. I mean, like mine were, because they were. But anyway, and I saw some of the photographs of that, because somehow they had some pictures up there. Some of them were good, some of them weren't, but the ones in the paper looked really nice, and I just wish I could do that. But with this camera I can't, because it's limited in its ability. I just wish I had a newer camera. So help me out, Canon. Plus, I have to admit, this is an older camera, and I don't like being seen at these events with old cameras. I mean, this looks nice. It's a nice looking camera, but anybody that knows anything about photography knows this is an older camera as far as what's currently available. And I have to admit, I would like to be seen with the newer stuff. I mean, okay, give me a little vanity. Maybe that's a little vain or vanity, but truth is, I'd like to be seen when I take pictures as a current, up-to-date photographer. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, other than I can't afford it. But so that's why I'm asking Canon for some free stuff, or hopefully, that's what I'm asking. I'm hoping for. Keep in mind, they were shooting Nikon there. If you're watching Canon, then never mind. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say for now, as far as this. I mean, I like this camera. It's great for what it is. It does a lot of neat stuff, but it can't compete to the high-end. This is a mid-range camera, and it can't compete with the high-end DSLRs. It just can't. And I found that out the other night. So, Canon, if you're out there, you know what I'm sorry I said. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless you.